What's up, everybody? I'm going to talk to you guys about my Air Force basic training experience. And this video is slightly overdue, but it's not that bad. Better late than never. And it's still fairly new because this is about the 2019 version of BMT, which is basically, it's just the 8.5 week program rather than the 7.5 week program, and the same for Airman's Week. Anyways, let's get into it. I left for basic training January 22nd and I graduated March 22nd. Exactly 60 days. That's your basic training, right? January, it was cold. Texas does get cold, so let me nip that in the butt for you now. If you're in student flight or whatever and you know you're not leaving for a while and you're wondering, does Texas get cold? It gets cold. Okay, I'm leaving. It doesn't hit me until I get to the airport. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm really leaving. Like, I'm really leaving. What am I gonna do out there? Like, so I get on the plane and then stuff gets real. Like, quickly, it gets real. Like, I was a wreck on the plane. I didn't want to do it anymore. But I pulled it together. All things are possible through Christ who strengthens me, period. I landed in San Antonio, and the first thing you're going to do when you get off the plane, you're going to go to the USO, which is basically like the military office. They're going to be like your, I don't know, that's where all the military people meet before they leave, right? And it's not just for Air Force, it can be Navy, Army, any type of military. They're there for us to support any type of armed forces member. Anyway, do not. This is a life. I'm telling you guys, this is a life tip right here. When you go to basic training, do not be in any type of rush to report to the USO office. I'm not saying, okay, what I'm not saying is take 8 hours to get to the USO. But don't come off the plane, rush, and go to the USO. That's not, please don't do that. I was waiting in there for 5 hours. 5 hours, okay? That could have been time I could have been using to get something to eat. I highly recommend you get something to eat while you're in the USO or while you're still in the airport, because you do not get fed that night. Yes, you do not get fed that night. Once the MTI picks you up from the USO, you get on the bus and you report to the PRC. Everybody who's going to basic, PRC. At the PRC, they give you a frozen box of, they give you a frozen sandwich, a frozen juice, and some pretzels and some Oreos, right? Frozen. I was in the USO for 5 hours. I got to the airport at 5, got to the PRC at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. I'm starving. I haven't ate anything since breakfast, right? Starving. And I'm like, not gonna eat that. I'm knocking the sandwich on the chair in front of me because it's frozen. I'm like, come on. But please eat while you're in the USO. That's tip number 1, right? But anyways, on the way to the PRC from the airport, the bus driver, I'm not gonna say his name because he didn't give us his real name anyway, but he was trying to be really motivating. He's trying to be really inspirational on the bus. But all it did was make me not want to go anymore. He was like, you guys are heroes. You guys are leaving your families to go defend the nation. You guys are leaving everything behind for this. And I was like, what have I done? Get me off this bus. I want to go home. I hated it, right? Okay, so let's get into the week by week breakdown. So, 0 week. What a horrible week. So from the PRC, you get to your dorms. You're either going to have Alcatraz or you're either going to have Disneyland, right? And of course, Alcatraz as usual, because that's just my luck. But low-key, I think Alcatraz is better than Disneyland. And if you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, you know. So 0 week, right? You get to your dorms, drug tests, uniform issue, paperwork, just paperwork. Just basically you're in processing. And it's awful. Like, it's literally terrible. Like, a lot of people, they couldn't even sleep the first night with me. I slept like a baby because I was so tired. I was hungry. That was my dinner. Sleep was my dinner that night. And I had a mouthful. I slept like a baby, okay? And a lot of people, if you watch a lot of other videos like this, people be like, they let us sleep in. Nah, we didn't sleep in. We got right up 5:45 promptly, just like the rest of the 59 days to follow. Anyways, yeah, 0 week, literally awful. So yeah, you do all those things that I said that week, and you also get picked for your jobs. We got picked for our jobs the night we got there, and I ended up with Brkdwn. You know, Brkdwn really has a lot of pros and a lot of cons, but we'll save that for a different video anyway. Lots of different jobs: chow runner, laundry crew, dorm chief, element leader, EC monitor. It just, oh my gosh, there's a lot of jobs. But that, if I talk about all the jobs, that's gonna be too long of a video. So next, first week, you getting shots. You're getting your shots, and it's awful. And do not let them people, you guys are still humans. Remember that when you go to basic training, you're still a human, and you're going to be referred to as training a lot, okay? And you also have to use your reporting statement. Sir, ma'am, training reports is ordered. But still, don't let them people talk to you guys like you're crazy, because that didn't fly with me. Because I know it's like, okay, you're in the military, but still in the military, we treat each other with respect. That's what builds the foundation. God, I got really deep right there. But anyway, the point is, some people will try to talk to you like you're crazy at basic training. Don't let it happen. Talk to an MTI. If they're literally saying off the wall stuff to you, that can't happen. But if it's just like their tone or whatever, you know, you gotta suck some things up. But yeah, first week you start classes, you get your shots, and you do your first PT test. And I was so excited because 0 week, you don't PT at all. And when I got there, I was like, okay, so when we about to start running, nope, you don't PT 0 week. You start PT on the first week, right? You take your initial test, 1.5 mile run, sit-ups and push-ups, and then after that, if you meet the minimum standards, you can go through. And like first week, it's low. Like regularly the Air Force standards are like 16 for a female under 30, 1.5 miles. But the first week, you just have to run it in like under 20. Like they lower the standards because you're coming in, right? After you take the test, then you start self-paced PT, which is what you're going to be doing every day or every other day. Run day, strength day, run day, strength day, run day, strength day. So run day, 26 minutes. Oh yeah, 26 minutes. And the first time, I about died. Like, I was like, there's no. So, I mean, eventually it got easier. I really had to push myself. It's definitely mind over matter for everything, not even just PT. Everything is mind over matter in basic training. Second week, more classes. And since you're starting classes so early, please stay on it. Stay on top of it. Like, some people were like, the EOC is not for another 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Why are you studying? Baby, I aim high, airman. I aim very high, and I set very high goals and very high standards for myself. I wanted 100 on that EOC. Did I get it? No, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, start studying. It's more PT. Now you're getting into the swing of things. You're getting into the swing of things. So 0 first and second week were the worst for me. Second week is when I actually was like, okay, I'm here. I'm not leaving. Like 0 first and second, I was a wreck. I was a mess, just crying. I hated it so much, and I consider myself a thicker skinned person, but I just could not. Like, I hated it. I didn't want to do it no more. I wanted to quit. But I knew I wouldn't forgive myself if I quit so early on. You know, life is all about challenging yourself. So don't quit. No matter how hard, no matter you know, if you get recycled or whatever, just stay out the way, keep your mouth shut, and you'll be fine. And I figured that out second week. Let's get into, okay, yeah. So, third week, you get your blues, right? You get your nice little blues, and it takes forever. So please get the right size, whatever you got to do, so you don't have to go back after that day. It's awful. I mean, like, it's fun because you get a break from training, basically, and you get to go to the clothing place, and they try on all of your clothes, but it takes forever. Oh yeah, third week you also have your second official PT test. Not official PT test. Why? You have your third week PT test, and that's really it for third week. And things really start to chill out. They start to simmer down a lot. Third week. So you got your blues issue and you got your PT test. Fourth week. To be honest, the only thing I can really remember from fourth week is base liberty, and that's when you get to go to the BX for about 2 hours, and it's mandatory, so they can't take it away from you unless your flight is like super duper bad. And you get to go to the BX. You can eat. You can use the pay phones. You can do ice. You can get ice cream, Popeyes. You can get anything you want in the BX, and you just get to chill and kick back. Like, fifth week, pictures, flight pictures. Bring you some makeup. Bring some makeup. Don't be like the girls that had to struggle and work with the BX makeup. I mean, they did their thing or whatever, but just skip the stress, skip the hassle. Bring your own makeup. Fifth week was also evals, right? So weapons breakdown, drill, right face, left face, about face, all that type of stuff. And the weapons breakdown was not hard. I never touched a weapon in my life, and I was kind of skeptical about that. Like, before leaving for basic training, I was like, how am I gonna know how to do this? Like, but you know, we all come from different walks of life.